Hello, my beauties. How are you? This is Kita from the Kitafit YouTube channel. How are you guys? So today, what our theme is going to be meditation and cooking. Now, what is that? Have you guys ever thought of meditating kind of while you're cooking? And I just kind of want to discuss that, just that kind of that concept with you all. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be cooking an amazing dish that is literally from my mom. My mom used to make this when she was pregnant with my twin and my twin sister, and when my brother, all of us. Anyway. And it's liver and onions. So I'm going to start out with some bacon, because the bacon is going to provide that just really beautiful fat. So I'm going to go ahead and put that bacon down in there. It's so funny. I love to cook my bacon kind of in the microwave. It's what I can kind of cook it to get it kind of crispy. But I'm just going to cook this bacon in here to get it... Bring you guys over here so you can just kind of be a part of this deliciousness that's going on there. What's beautiful about kind of cooking it in there, first of all, the aroma is amazing. It just gets the whole house smelling really wonderful like bacon. But it's gonna give me a nice bacon fat to cook that liver in. So I'm going to go ahead, I think what I'll do, I'm going to turn that on kind of a medium heat so it's not too high. And then I love to do a little bit of a grease catcher over that, because I find that kind of like helps it out a little bit. And after I cook that down, while that's cooking down I should say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some onions and potatoes. So you bring me back over here. So we'll just cut these potatoes. So anyway, you guys, kind of one of the things that I like to do, and I don't know where I got it, but I like to just kind of pretend that like I'm back in the old days and I'm like living out on a prairie. and that like, I know this is gonna seem funny, but just kind of go with me, and that I'm like, you know, living upon really hard times, and that everything I cook and cut is like very valuable ingredients. Like, it's almost like you're just really poor, right? And you only have so much money. And then it just kind of makes me look at like potatoes and the things that I'm cooking as like each one of them as just like really valuable ingredients. So I'm just cutting these potatoes. And kind of when you're cooking your next meal, what I kind of want you to just think about is like really appreciating every ingredient you have. Not thinking from the perspective of scarcity, more thinking of like, how am I gonna make like these simple little potatoes here like the most magical potatoes ever. And just kind of go about that. Wonderful. So anyway, you guys, I'm just going to kind of take you along my little cooking journey today. But I want you, as you're going along, to just think about, again, how can I be doing this and be in more of a meditative process? So that's going to be your little goal today when you're cooking. Now, what I'm going to do, the rest of my video, is I'm going to turn into an ASMR video. So go ahead and keep watching this. I'll kind of keep coming back up to updates on this one so you guys can see how I've done this. Okay, love you. Alright, so there you guys have it. I've cut up garlic, which this is the little tiny pieces of garlic right there. I've sauteed that bacon, so that bacon is in there. I cut up 2 nice, beautiful red onions, so that's that red onion that you're seeing in there. I put some garlic salt in there, some beautiful black coarse pepper, some lemon pepper, and then my crushed sea salt. And I'm just gonna let that marinate all in there together and just kind of cook down. In fact, I may, to just kind of soften everything, I may just go ahead and use my big glass lid that I should have down here. Here it is. I'm just gonna put that over that. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually turn the heat down on that, and I'm gonna go walk my dogs. That way it's gonna be just a nice, beautiful, low cook. And I've got my liver that I'm gonna cook separately. And it's gonna be delicious. So remember, kind of as you guys are going along your way when you're cooking, the really beautiful thing is, remember, just think about meditation. Like, what can I be doing right now? What can I be thinking about? What can I be doing that's going to kind of lead us in just a really cool, positive direction? But you can kind of see how that heat starts to get up there and make that just a really, really beautiful softening of that garlic, softening of those onions, emulsifying that fat from that bacon. It's just a beautiful, beautiful dish. And then we'll cook that liver separately. And then so when you eat that liver, you'll have the onions and the bacon, the potato, and the garlic kind of as a little treat, as a little side dish. So I'm going to just let that reduce down for about 15 minutes. This would be a good time to go walk your dogs, do something fun. Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you soon. See you in the next segment. Hey guys, okay, so here is our dish. And I'm just gonna really kind of get in there so you can see. So I took that glass off, and you can see how everything's really softened. The garlic softened, the onions have softened, the potatoes have softened, and they've just kind of really emulsified together really, really beautifully. So let me kind of like back up here and just show you. So I had this glass thing on to kind of keep that heat in, kind of let everything emulsify and soften down. And then what I did is I went and walked my dogs for like 15 minutes. And I had the heat on, actually on warm, but then I put it up on low. So you can see kind of as the heat kind of stays in there, it kind of keeps that that steam in there, so it kind of emulsifies. But it also, so hot, but it also has a little bit of a trap there so we can get out so it doesn't get too wet. But that's what it looks like softened, okay? And now what I'm going to do is cook the liver, and then we'll have the liver, the onions, the garlic, and the bacon, and everything all emulsified together. So I'll come back and we'll do a quick video on how to cook that liver. Okay guys, so I was just showing you, here is, this is beautiful. The garlic has softened, the onions have softened, the potatoes have softened, all into that beautiful bacon grease. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on, we're gonna bring that heat up a little bit, and what we're gonna do is we're now going to prep our, isn't that delicious? Look at that, can you just see that? Oh, Doesn't that just look so good? Yummy. Let me just have a little taste of that so you guys can. So, oh, the potatoes are amazing. They're softened. Let's have a piece of that. Where's that garlic? Good. So good. It's delicious. So we're gonna put that over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some butter out, and we are going to do the liver. A lot of people are so afraid of eating liver. It's just an amazing, it's so healthy for you. And if you watch, I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna keep the heat a nice low heat, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to overcook. You don't want to overcook your liver. So we'll just put that butter in there. Just kind of let that butter melt down there. And what's going to be nice is we're going to pick up all of this caramelization there from the pan, from the onions and the garlic. It's going to kind of sizzle up there real nice. And again, we're using this as just a beautiful meditative experience. So here's the liver. See, it's $1.14, so this whole meal is a really nice, affordable way to eat. Okay, so I'm going to open this liver up. If you are a little bit squeamish, it might be hard for you to see this process. I always like to wash my hands really well. Okay, so once that butter is in there, it's nice and warmed up, we are gonna go ahead. You know what I've never done before, but I just thought, gosh, this might actually be really great, is I'm going to put my liver in panko. So panko is, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but this is kind of a, it's a way that this is going to be so good. It comes like in a little bag like this. Just going to open this up. I've never done this, so it's always fun to, why not learn on YouTube, right? Anyway, you guys. So what I'll do with this, I'm going to put a little bit of these breadcrumbs in. That butter's all nice and beautifully warm. So we're just going to put a little bit of these. We're just going to even see if this is going to work out. Just like that. Perfect. I don't want him to do too much more. I'm going to put this in a little, right away, Ziploc bag. So, stays fresh. Oh my god, it's so funny. My Sharpay is like. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a piece of the liver, and we're just gonna put those breadcrumbs. I don't really know what these are. I don't know if they're breadcrumbs or kind of what they are. You know what I'm going to do? I want you guys to see how I'm going to do this. So we're going to get that. I might turn the heat down just a little bit because I don't want it to be. Now we're going to just do this. This part might not gross you out quite so much. When you see people, I don't know, they don't like seeing raw meat. Sometimes it's not, kind of not as appetizing. So we're going to do this one as our next one. But try this. Just keep that heat really nice. You might have to bring it up just a little bit more. almost to the bottom there. Oh, there's some gizzards. Are you guys gizzards eaters? Gizzard eaters? Oh, I love gizzards. This is a gizzard right here. This could have been like the heart, in fact, because this does look like the heart right here. Move this a little bit over. A couple more pieces here. Okay. Well, that was a perfect amount of the panko breadcrumbs. Do this one right here. One more piece. Good job. I'm going to take my lid, just going to cover it up so that gets like some heat there. Now what I'm going to do is just clean up the rest of my little workstation here. Pick that heat up just a little bit more. Again, you guys, that's panko. So it's Japanese style breadcrumbs is what it is. So if you are, it's not, it has wheat, sugar, yeast, and salt. So it's probably not the healthiest thing, but sometimes a little treat like that is nice. Just kind of, I don't know, we'll see. We'll kind of see how that turns out if we like that, you know? So I turn that heat up a little bit because what I don't want to do is I don't want to overcook it so that it's, I want to have it so that it's soft, not overdone. If you overcook your liver, it's just gross. You don't want that. Okay, now you guys, what I'm doing is I'm just taking them really delicately and I'm just flipping them, and you can see they're getting nice and brown on the other side. I'm just going to go ahead and flip each one of them. Yummy. And you can tell it's going to be, there's a little bit of crisp on there. Put the cover back on just to get that heat in there. I'm going to turn that heat back down to medium. And then we'll come back when those are all nice and brown and toasted, and we're going to serve them up with their plate. Yummy. Hey guys, so yummy, yummy, yummy. You can just say, just pull these off. And you can kind of see how they're really soft. See how that's kind of like kind of pushing out? It's really nice. They cooked up really well. So again, just to kind of depending on what your heat is, that's going to be, so there's the liver. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plate over here. Bring everything over here. do a little bit of plating here. I'll just leave. I'm just gonna put like this. Right about that. My liver on one side. Excuse my hand. But some liver and onions and potatoes right there. It'd be nice if there was a little bit of a different color, because I always come in one. I love to have like different color, but if you had some fresh scallions or okay, now you guys know I love the taste, so let's do a little taster right here. It's a little bit of this liver here. Taste it. It's hot. If you guys love like liver pate, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's literally just, it's so rich and delicious. It's hot though. It's really good with that panko. I'm gonna have to call my mom and tell her that I just kind of did a new thing on her her dish. Oh, it's so good. You guys, amazing. Okay, so remember, I love to tell you guys, stay in your light, stay in your truth, and above all else, be warriors. I love you guys. Yummy. Liver, onions, garlic, so healthy for you. I love you guys. Mwah, so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.